just to give us a couple extra inches. Again, always important to use barn wood if you can find it. I'm going to change the oil on this Predator 4375 generator. Jacked it up on my lift here just to get it up off the ground so we can see. This is the drain plug. It's just a 10 mil, and it's quite a distance here, so I also grabbed a funnel. I'm going to try and catch it, but as you can see, this is all going to get messy in here. The engineers weren't so nice as far as allowing us to keep things clean, so it's probably going to get all over the place. So I'm going to try and get this funnel, like I said, tuck it under here and see if that'll help once we get it off, but there's hardly any clearance in here too. So that's where we go. This is the funnel I use, same one I used to put in new stuff, so I'm going to have to clean it out when I'm done, but I'm going to shove it up underneath here, kind of wedge it under there, and hopefully I can catch the bulk of that oil with that little lip. Make sure you aim that down there. So take out these and just crack that loose. All right, 10 mil. All right, we'll crack her loose. All right, we'll get our funnel under there. Try and catch as much as we can. And now that that's loose, it should come out with your finger. Very clean, but it's been a year, so I'm going to do it. So this is the setup we have here. Nice and draintified. We got this oil splash pad on here so it's not splattering all over the place. And we'll let it drain. We can also take this guy out to help with the flow. At least crack it loose. Set it down here and we'll let her drain. This is the setup in the full glory. We got a little drip. If you want it to drain faster, you can warm it up, but it's a pretty warm day. I didn't want to start it, and I'm just going to let it drip for extra long. Alright, so here is the manual. Somehow I still had it. Talks about the oil. Shows you when you're checking the level, you don't want to screw in the dipstick. You want to check it while it's still unscrewed. Prefers 1030 depending on the area you're at. For me, this should be fine. So I'm just gonna chuck in this Mobile 1. That's what I use in all my vehicles, and it's never let me down, so I'll stick with that. And so we've done draining. I'm gonna pop in one of these guys, which is the Harbor Freight Special. You can pour it in with a funnel if you like as well, but I figured it might be easier. And basically we're going to fill it up to about that level. Make sure your machine's level while you're pumping it in or filling it up. I'm going to wipe this stuff up, make sure the clean stuff going in is cleaner than the dirty stuff that came out. Still pretty clean for being used oil. So you can either try and fit the tip of your funnel in here to replenish your oil, to refill it, or you can get one of those pumps for the quarts. Clean off your drain bolt. Before you put it back in. If you need to get a new crush washer, you can do that. This one looks fine. And I don't have another one, so I'm going to reuse this one. Aluminum. Chuck that back in. Wipe her down. the space. Get it started. And just don't go too crazy on tightening. You can get your funnel out of the way now that don't go too crazy. It's not, go about like that. 1 oomph. And now, time to fill her up. Alright, we'll hook up our pump. Alright, lid isn't wanting to screw on, kind of irritating, but we'll still be able to pump some in. So, we're going to pump it right into here. So, pump away. Make sure you've wiped off your dipstick before you start checking the level. Get it nice and clean. And we'll start checking. It's starting to show on the dipstick, so a little bit more. That's about where we are. Just less than 20 ounces, 32 ounces in a quart. So that means we got quite a bit of the oil out, and we are pretty full. So we're going to call that good. Put this back in, fire her up, test her out, and you've changed your oil.